Oh. Good morning, internet. Hope we're all having a beautiful day today. I know I am. It's last day in Western Australia today. We're out here at Lake Monga. Had never heard of this before, but to be fair, I hadn't really heard of much on this side of the country. So we're going to cut to some epic shots here.
Sunshine, you make me feel alive. Little more, sunshine, you make me feel
First run of the week, 18 kilometres down. We are going for 115 kilometres this week. Pretty fortunate that we've got the long weekend in Melbourne, so going to be flying back to Melbourne today after a beautiful weekend. Just some great weather by the ocean, just some good opportunities to kick back, relax, and really just be present with my wife and also my thoughts and just reflect on quite a few things, which is great. This week's going to be a little bit more of a raw, documented experience. It's going to be the shit I get up to in between my working life, what I'm doing with brand building, what I'm doing with my training, what I do with my family, just really a week in the life. So yeah, we are now on our way to croissant number 7 over the last 4 days, and it won't be the last. I reckon I've got 2 more in me today. We're going to Arthur Bakery now, and then I'm going to take you guys to Need, where I think I found the best one on the coast. Oh mate, come along. Alright, so we're back. I was on coffee duty. Ended up at Drip House with soy cap, flat white. But main star of the show, a place called Arthur in Scarborough. The internet claims that this is the greatest croissant you can eat on the western coast of Australia. And we've already had a few, so we're going to see if that is the case or not. The lady who served us, she said that these aren't as crunchy as they usually are, but she said they're pretty good today, so. I'm not that impressed, man. We're going to take you guys to Need after, because Need is, like, when you go, you can hear the crunch in it. It's absolutely insane. This 7, maybe 6.5 or 7. We've got a call soon with Dr. Maria. We're going through a lot of the holistic health testing that we did a bit earlier this year. There's been a bit of a backlog with test results, some nightmares. I'll talk about that another time. But finally, we're sitting down with her. Probably shouldn't be eating these kind of pastries when we're talking about holistic health. That's good, man. But yeah, we're sitting down with her. We're going through all the results. It was about 2.5 gram worth of testing that we did. Yeah, and we're going to just figure out how to optimize everything and, you know, be performing at our absolute best for Croatia in August.
Vitamin D basically, and we'll see what your zinc's up to, because you need a good zinc as well. CRP is another inflammatory marker that was less than 3, so you don't have a lot of obvious inflammation.
We're not helping them.
But that was you told me it was during the time when you were taking those that you had the... Okay, alright, see ya.
Yeah, have a good one, babe.
You too.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Do you feel overwhelmed?
Oh my god, there's so much that's going on. Where
Do you
do you
wanna
draw
know?
the line?
Yeah.
Like, because you go like, oh, I know all this stuff now, but like 90% of the world doesn't have this problem. Or not doesn't have this problem.
I'm sure they do, they don't know.
They don't know about these things and they live a good life. But at the same time, knowing and being where I'm at with what I'm doing, obviously it's optimizing.
For me
it's trying
also-
to get to the next level. There are obviously a lot of things that I can fix, and like, to be honest, I think a lot of it can be fixed with better quality sleep and a few herbal supplements. So I think like once we clean out the gut, good to know. Alright, so we've just been to Need, which is a bakery in Scarborough, and they've whipped up this absolute diabolical. Just get some zoom on that thing, because that is insane. Wowee. She said they're extra crunchy today, so I think this is actually going to be the winner for greatest pastry in Western Australia. But first things first, bit of delayed gratification. going to hit the ocean for a quick dip. Last one before we head home. And then we'll go and enjoy this and drive to some coffee. Nice, Gary. Actually, we're being a bit generous, a bit excited. Probably a 9, specific crunch. Another third. And now the beautiful wife is getting some croissant action as well. What do we... How good it is. Actually a really fast flight. It's only like 3.5 hours, but it was only, what, 3?
Yeah.
3 hours? Yeah, nice. So we're back, drive home, up again tomorrow, more miles. Back on the grind, the 9 to 5 grind. Weeks of flying, just got 15 in the bank. Wasn't the prettiest of 15 kilometers that I've done. Nice weather, I guess, but left calf and ankle have just been firing off, and like the outside of my ankle's just been firing off all morning, just going. I wasn't meant to run today. Today's meant to be a rest day, but because of all the flying, I had to move my second lot of running from yesterday to today. Then tomorrow I got another back-to-back running session. Good morning, YouTube. It is 5:20. Back in the first kilometre of 18 k's for the morning. Yeah, man, didn't really record too much yesterday. Wasn't really a super impressive day by any means for me mentally. But these things happen. It's about how you bounce back the next day, the next moment, and strike again. So this is me striking again. Got 18 on the trot. So I'm gonna get into that because I've got a bit of vengeance on my legs from yesterday. And we'll catch you on the flip. Happy Friday, everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video explaining what happened yesterday and what we're getting up to today. So come along as I make my beautiful wife a coffee. Before I went for my run yesterday, I was warming up and did a few calf raises, business as usual. Started to feel a bit tight in my left calf. Didn't really think anything of it, nothing too alarming. Got out for the first K or two, was feeling a little bit more tighter than usual, but nothing really crazy to write home about. I only had 16, just easy, nothing, again, too outrageous. And got to about K15, and so I got to about kilometre 15, and my left perineal on the outside of my ankle started firing off like no tomorrow. I was in some serious pain. It was, yeah, a bit ridiculous. Was getting sort of like 9 out of 10 sharp sort of bursts, and then it would go away, and there was this one burst I got that was just like, holy, that really hurts. Pulled off, did the full distance, but was then really reminded of what a tendinopathy feels like. I was struggling to walk, which was great. But yeah, carried on with the day, got through what I needed to get through. Got through the working day, sent out a few emails about what I needed to do, and just ditched my second run and gym session for the afternoon and rested. Well, that has brought us to this morning, whereby I've hit the gym, moved some weight, and by all accounts, I'm actually feeling not too bad. Still got that stringy feeling, but come along for the ride because we got work today, but at lunchtime we've got a visit with our physio that's been pre-booked for a while, so this is almost like the biggest miracle of my week. So we'll go to the physio, we'll run through what the next plan of action is, but we've got ACU final week of trials next week, plus everything that's going on here. I think it's going to be smart that we incorporate a bit of deloading, which idiotically I started to think about as I was driving home from the gym today. Hadn't programmed in a deloading for like 8 weeks, so I had this coming and I didn't even realise, even though I was doing all the other things right. And I think I was probably more hyper-focused on those things because I wasn't doing those things before, like the strength work and, you know, adequate sort of running loading, but didn't even really factor in a deload. So look, we're here now. The only thing we can do is build out of it. So that's what we're going to do. Also, just quietly, doesn't that just look beautiful? Probably the most fitting of consults that we've had in a while where like something's starting to go a little bit wrong.
You notice the pain again? And if you had any awareness,
Like a little bit of tightness, but nothing that was super like I was warming up through it, running through it, no pain at the end. It's like I can feel a subsiding feeling almost, like
Yep.
if that makes sense.
Yep.
Does that feel good? When I had it on the stretch, I could feel like...
He's like maybe 70% effort.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
2 to 3 out of 10 pain, just consistent.
Better than seated?
About the same.
Okay.
As I let it go, I can feel like some tension.
I think at the moment it's like, again, perfect time. This will even allow you to absorb a bit of that training as well. Do a little calf raise, you just kind of match my strength, so you just push in the hold. Hold, and relax.
Thursday, Sunday, purely just to see how your knee responds. And do you get as much?
Good afternoon. Here's the update. So, went to go see the physio, went to see Benny Boy, went through a few different bits and pieces, but I won't bore you with the details of the session. The long and the short of it is I'm injured, which is very, I was going to say annoying, but yeah, nah, it's annoying. It's annoying. It's just one of those things where you look back in hindsight and you realise like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Basically, like the 2 key findings. 1, didn't actually put any deloads into my training over the last few weeks. Like I had the ACU trials, but they were kind of like, it wasn't enough to call it a deload. It was definitely less volume and less intensity, but like not enough to say like I was deloading off. So mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 was just my quality of sleep over the last little while. It was something that I wasn't prioritizing. And I keep on saying that I need to prioritize my sleep, but it's hard, man. Like between working, trying to build what I'm building here and training, like, because obviously that takes up a lot of time and you got to make that work around your working hours. Yeah, it's fucking tough, man. But I think it's just a sign that like until August, everything else just needs to go out the fucking window. Because yeah, basically it's my tib post, minor tendinopathy. And like I was saying a bit earlier today, because it's something that has quickly shown up, there's a high likelihood that it's going to quickly go away if we play the right game. So I'm laying on the couch on a Friday. I might go for a little stroll later in this beautiful sun because it's about to set soon. And I'm just increasing my fucking calorie intake because I've been sort of in a bit of a slight deficit, just trying to keep the body like feeling light and trim. Because yeah, I can actually notice the weight difference on my legs when I'm running. So yeah, we're this weekend it's isometrics to get this ankle back into play. No running, which is fine. Maybe some time on the bike, lots of time editing, and increased calorie. Definitely a deflating feeling. Taking it as an opportunity and a sign to realize that 1, I'm not Superman, and 2, my body needs rest. So Very relaxing weekend this weekend, nothing too insane on the cards, but you're gonna get more updates from me over the next 2 days.
If it's your day one today, any new people? Simple 1, 2, or 3 to 10 laps, and then we'll meet back here for coffee at 7 a.m.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic, bro.
We are back. Oh, not really. I've been on a fucking bike. You're back. Wait a minute. You're back from your holiday.
Oh, wow. You guys just keep having a great conversation, alright? Also, one of those things in life, if you don't laugh, you fucking cry, right? So, just got to make the most of the situation. I'm going to be bouncing back really quick from all of this. So, like I said, quickly came on, it's going to quickly come off. Just got to do the right thing. So, if you were hearing what's in my ears right now and what I'm seeing, that's pretty good, man. We've just come back from first 5K following our injury. Felt pretty good in the moment. My left foot's feeling a little bit tight. It's like the underside of the heel's just got a bit of tension through it, which is fine. Got a visit with Ben on Wednesday, so we'll be able to go through all of that then. But I received a very interesting package in the mail. This is all of the medication that I've been prescribed as part of my holistic health journey that I'm going on. I'm not going to go into the details a lot around the results that I received, just because that's a whole video in itself. This is the super package that's hopefully going to help me get back on track. So I just wanted to go over this quickly, and then there'll definitely be a video in the future just going over my results in detail. I want to spend some time really going through all of that. I feel like this thing's missing in there, but we'll go through the list again. So saffron extract, radiola and Sandra, probiomed, multivitamin, NAC tablets, Triganda, copper, mouth spray, IGI shield, magnesium, and zinc. That is officially a week in the life. So I hope you've enjoyed this documentation of what a week in the life looks like for me. Obviously it's not an ideal week, but it definitely is a week, with all of the complications that we've had this week, just with the ankle and my tib post tendon. But we're already back on the feet. Like I said, came off quick, it's coming on quick. Just got to be smart with how we do it. We have got 22 weeks until we're running across the entire coast of Croatia. So if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share, go to the GoFundMe page, which is going to be down below. Any dollar, big or small, goes a long way to helping support this charity. And we've got a record that we need to go set. So anyway, I'm going to start eating all of these things because there's a few that I need to pump in today or in the morning, and I'll catch you all on the next one.